For my very first video essay, I've chosen Tim Burton as my director. In this video I will discuss the protagonist as a significant style element of Tim Burton's narrative. In a lot of Burton's films, the protagonist is usually a young boy who does not fit into society for a variety of reasons. They are for instance too creative, or too introverted, or have a freaky appearance, or their hobbies are too weird. It's a misunderstood character whose inability or refusal to grow up puts him into a conflict with the more wise society. This misfit grows up to be weird, but talented. He has the ability to create a new world, which normal people could not possess. Moreover, their dark imagination is never accepted by the common people. This outsider character can appear in various forms: the persecuted monster, the superhero, and the mad genius. An example of the monster protagonist is Edward Scissorhands. Edward Scissorhands is a gothic-looking boy with scissors instead of hands. And when Peg discovers the boy in his mansion, she wants to take care of him. Peg's failure to cure Edward's scars can be seen as a forerunner of her inability to cure Edward of his status as an outsider. Edward especially forms a contrast with the world in which he lives with his look. On the one hand there is this character with pale skin, scars, eccentric hair, black clothes and sharp hands, and on the other there is this empty, constructed, artificial and pastel-colored world. Secondly, there's the disturbed superhero, who fights his evil alter ego. Batman has a split personality, having a light and a dark side and not being able to resolve them. Batman represents an outsider in the story, just like Edward. After he witnessed his parents' murder, he separated himself from society and dedicated his life to lessen the criminality in Gotham City himself. Even in his normal guise as Bruce Wayne, he is presented as a person detached from society.
My name is Willy Wonka.
And thirdly, Burton's genius protagonist. He is someone who is talented, but in the first place is not recognized. An example of the mad genius protagonist is Willy Wonka. Wonka grows up as an outsider. He lives with his stern father, who is a dentist. Wonka looked like a monster with his huge braces and isolates himself, especially on Halloween, being the only kid who can't have candy because his father forbids him. When he grows up, Wonka discovers his ambition and talent for creating extraordinary candy, but he still remains an outsider to the rest of the world.
I want him in my heart. I want him here with me.
Another example of both the mad genius and the monster protagonist is Victor from Frankenweenie. When he loses his dog Sparky due to a car accident, Victor successfully brings his dog back to life with lightning. However, this revitalized dog is not very popular by the locals. The crowd even tries to kill the dog because they see it as a monster. Tim Burton's message is clear. People are not just defined by their appearances. To be different does not mean to be excluded as an outsider, and differences should be more accepted along with singularity and creativity.